Hello friends, welcome to IT Job Pulse. Today is 11th video of PMP training program. As usual, please allow me to share my screen with you. Today's topic is duration estimation with Agile and Waterfall. What is a duration estimation? Total time required for the project to be completed is duration. Okay, and we are estimating that duration and we are following the approach of Agile and Waterfall. There is one more which is called hybrid, but we will discuss it later. Because saying you will or we will get it done soon has never saved a project timeline. Imagine you are sitting in front of the stakeholder and there is some task that is pending. For example, it is project initiation document or project plan, and if you say to the stakeholder that we will get it done soon, do you think the stakeholder, to be precise, business stakeholder, will agree to your answer? No, definitely not. They will ask you for the timeline. So that is why it is important and the need for estimation. Let's get it point by point. It enables accurate schedule development and avoids those late night panic calls. In other words, precaution is always better than cure, right? So precaution is nothing but we are estimating the time required, we are giving the deadlines, and we do the schedule development. Facilitates effective resource allocation, also known as no more overbooking of your only developer. So this is a crucial thing. Like, you have some team members and you need to effectively do the resource allocations for the tasks. So this is a crucial factor for any project to be successful. Supports the integration of scope, time, and cost planning. Definitely, if we do estimation properly, we will be able to work on integration, time, and the cost. So we understood the need of it. Let's understand inputs required before estimation. Before you start estimating, make sure you have these, like you see a lot of recipe videos of any food item. They tell you some like required ingredients, right? Same way, before you start, it is must, that is resource calendar. It is taken from resource management. It is basically who's working, who's on vacation, and who is pretending to work. So it is nothing but availability of the resources. Risk register from risk management. What can go wrong and how badly? Before I talk about a risk register more, let's talk about the risk factor. What do you think? Risk is only positive or negative? You need to choose. You need to choose any one of the options, and you can comment your answer. Definitely, risk can be positive and risk can be negative as well. Don't get surprised. Even I also got surprised when I opened Agile Scrum chapter for the first time in my life before 10 years. So it can be positive or it can be negative as well. Now let's talk about different types of estimation techniques. First one is analogous estimation. Uses historical information from similar projects. Whenever we say historical information, then you should click one document, that is OPA. OPA full form. I want regular viewers to comment the full form of OPA. So towards the end of the slide, I will tell the formula of full form of the OPA, so that we get to know what is the progress of the regular viewers. Okay. So it is a data of the previous projects which you have completed. It can be you also, or maybe you have joined this organization recently, you are a new PM, then the company has this OPA where they store all the information of the projects. It has learnings, documents. So this is nothing but the historical information of the previous projects completed. Suitable for early stage estimation when detailed data is not available. Early stage estimation means like you don't have a detailed data, then it works for you very well. But it is less accurate and it is faster because we are just uh, comparing with the data of the similar projects and we don't have the detailed data. Okay, whatever limited information we have, based on that we are doing the estimation. That is why it is less accurate but faster. Great when you are pressed for time and your crystal ball is out of battery. How this sentence is like your crystal ball is out of battery. So it's about like a panic situation, or you can say panic might not be the right word. Let's say you got some project to be started and you have a time pressure to start it, or it is like a tight schedule you have. So that's where it is a lifesaver for you. So I will give you the full form of OPA. I know that those who are regular viewers, they must have got it correct. That is organizational process assets. Okay. Now let's understand with the scenario. That is example. You developed a mobile app last year that took 3 months. The current app is similar in functionality and complexity. As you work on projects, you understand the kind of software development you will get into this project, into new project rather. Then you can definitely compare that functionalities and complexity, and you get to know that yes, last year you worked on a similar project. It took 3 months. So what is the estimated duration? It is 3 months. So again, that's what, like, why it is said less accurate but faster, because we are just considering a one example of a project. Okay. So let's say it was developed in 2024. Now you're developing in 2025. Lot many things have changed. So that's what it is less accurate but faster estimation. Again, we are talking about estimation techniques. So total, we have four estimation techniques. Parametric estimation, it is the easiest one, and previous one also easiest one, based on statistical relationships between historical data and other variables. It's like whatever data we have in OPA and the relationship, and that is through that is also statistical relationships between the data, historical data, and other variables. Uses unit rates, like it can be like cost per unit or time per unit. You'll understand with example. More accurate if parameters are consistent. This is a little more accurate when we are considering the same parameters or when parameters are consistent. Like applying the math to your project, because guessing isn't a strategy. Definitely, it is not about guess. Okay. Uh, we are applying some mathematics. Okay. So let's understand the mathematics with the example. Parametric estimation example. Code development per line of code. Okay. Scenario. Historical data shows that your team typically takes 2 hours per 100 lines of code. Okay, that is LOC, line of code. Now, this is a data which you have, okay, and based on that, in the current project, the module you are developing is expected to need 5,000 lines of code. Then what you will do? You can do the comparison, 2 hours per 100 lines of code. Now the requirement is 5,000 lines of code. Parametric estimate. Okay. Estimated time is equal to 2 hours divided by 100 line of code LOC into 5,000 LOC line of code. That is equal to 100 hours. This is a mathematical calculation. You can also try. You can do that. Now let's move to the additional estimation techniques. Bottom-up estimation. Estimates are made at the lowest level of the work breakdown structure, right? That is, imagine building IKEA furniture. This one was a little tricky. Down to the last screw and then calculating how long it will take. Imagine you have become a carpenter, okay, you are working on a furniture, okay, you are building something IKEA furniture, then you will, of course, go down to the last screw. You will figure it out how it fits. Then, based on that first fitment of the screw, you will calculate how long it will take. You will think about other screws as well. Okay, from bottom you will come up. That is the sequence following bottom up estimation. The detailed estimates are then aggregated to higher levels. As I mentioned, the example of furniture, most accurate but time intensive and resource consuming. You can understand why it is most accurate because we are taking a decision based on the actual work which is happening, and we are considering one task, then definitely it is time intensive and it requires resources as well. Let's understand it by a simple scenario in SDLC. You are managing a project to develop a company website. Okay. Instead of giving a high level guess, you break down the project into smaller tasks. Okay. And estimate each one individually. Again, but from where? From the bottom. That is bottom up estimation. Now here comes the fourth one, that is 3-point estimation. PERT formula. When I saw this formula, it is about mathematics, and at the first time, I felt like, oh my goodness, mathematics, because I was not good in mathematics throughout my academic career, in school, in college. But then we need to change the thought process towards whatever we want to learn, because everything becomes easy when we give it a focus and time combined with effort. So it is used for accounts for uncertainty and risk. Uncertainty can be like COVID, which we have seen recently. Then it can be a natural disaster, and it is also helpful for risk management. Formula is equal to T is equal to TO plus 4 times of TM plus TP divided by 6. Again, don't get confused by the formula. It is very simple. We just need to understand the abbreviations. At least, we are able to get to some kind of estimation, and we are using the formula. Okay, we are applying mathematics here. TO is nothing but optimistic best case uh, estimate. Okay, then TM, most likely, most probable time estimate. Okay, most likely means what? It is most likely to happen. Then TP, pessimistic, worst case estimate. Okay, so that's where we come to TE, that is expected time, final estimated time. Okay, so let's understand with even before that, there's a line that is because projects are rarely just on time, they are either early unicorns or prior drills. Okay, so this is just one sentence scenario. You are estimating the time to develop a user login module as a part of software development project. Okay, so this is, we're talking about simple functionality user login module. If you are preparing for interview of a project manager, or for that matter, PA, Scrum Master, or any other role, where it is like 10 lakh per annum and above, then if you try to explain a user login module, then it is a chance that you might not get selected. But when you help understand complex functionality. Let's consider with example, that is developing a personal loan application. In that, there are some calculations done to give the loan to the user. You can talk about a simple functionality like checking of the CIBIL, how it is done in the system. So you can understand the difference between the login functionality. Login is simple functionality, and when you talk about loan application approval, it is a complex one. Okay. So just for understanding purpose, if you are a beginner, please understand this. And as you continue doing the study of PMP, as you learn software development cycle, I highly recommend in the interview you talk about complex functionality. That's where you will stand a different person and you will be unique and you will be the best candidate. In fact, I want to share my personal example. When I was giving an interview, there was one interviewer. He said to say he said this point to me that I have spoken to many people. People are talking about e-commerce functionalities like adding cart and all those things. You are the first one to talk about the complex functionality. Okay, so that's where I got the advantage and I got moved to the second round and third round, and then I got the offer letter. Okay, so generally what is happening in the market also, we get to learn only simple functionalities, simple features, and in the interview that does not help. Okay, so time estimates optimistic. Okay, TO equal to 4 days. Actually, in terms of English, like sometimes when there are difficult words, I also struggle to pronounce. Okay, so what I do, I want to tell you a trick. A trick like I use very simple and easy words wherever it is possible, and when there are difficult words I manage it. Okay, it's equal to 4 days. If everything goes smoothly, all requirements are clear. Okay. Now everything goes clear smoothly. That means whatever we have planned, that is as per that we are going, and provided all requirements are also clear. Most likely time 7 days. Okay. Considering normal challenges like manual code adjustment and basic testing. So again, we understood that most likely that it can take maximum 7 days. Okay, most likely. Considering it can be any challenge, it's just not about writing a manual code adjustment. It can be also about availability of the resources, availability of the stakeholders, business stakeholders. Then pessimistic. Okay, TP, 12 days. If requirements change, bugs are found, or integration issues occur. So again, this is what we are considering that 12 days maximum. Again, it will take if requirement change. Okay, like some bugs happen, and then it is like we can consider the worst case situation that it can take 12 days. Okay, best case of optimistic, most likely that is 7 days, and worst case scenario. Okay, so we need to apply the formula, PERT formula, that is TE is equal to TO plus 4 times of TM plus TP divided by 6. So you put the numbers 4 plus 4 into 7 and plus 12 divided by 6 is equal to 4 plus 28 plus 12 divided by 6, that is equal to 44 divided by 6, and that is coming to 7.33 days. You can actually do this calculation. Okay, so we'll move to the next one. Okay, estimation in Agile. So, Agile Scrum framework, it will take some time. Okay, so I will come to the end of this video, and this is the part one, we can say, for duration estimation, and I will upload the second video most probably by today, because I have given a challenge to myself that every day I will upload a video so that I help you guys to have the secrets, all the hacks of project management, and you can also reach to 35 LPA, 30 LPA, 20 LPA, 10 LPA. So I have used bottom-up estimation technique. Uh, so like you can reach to 50 LP also once year also. There are no limitations for the packages unless and until you are skilled employee. So on that package motivation, I'm coming to the end of the video. I'll catch you soon in the next video with estimation in Agile. Till then, take care. Bye bye. See you soon.